Julia. She just wanted to say hello.
Hello, Julia. Julia from Barnsley came to see me with her mum, who has Alzheimer's disease.
She also brought a message she's very passionate about.
It's so important, get that power of attorney, and everybody should have it.
I'm a huge supporter of getting a lasting power of attorney. It's incredibly important. Yes, lasting power of attorney. I'm talking about the financial one. Electing for someone to be able to look after your money if you are no longer able to make decisions for yourself. A point I've been pushing all over the country.
At the minute I've got all my faculties, or nearly all of them.
Here's Debbie from Taunton.
I didn't think that, at the minute I should be looking towards a power of attorney rather than leaving it until I get dementia.
I might get told off for saying this, but I suspect I'm younger than you are.
I'm sure you are.
May I ask how old you are? You whisper.
62.
Look, you've got to, on standard age...
No, I'm not.
There's an irony when we're talking about dementia, isn't there? Everyone understands the importance of wills if you die. But what if you lose mental capacity, have a stroke or an accident? It was something I talked about at a wedding show.
That's a bit of a downer for the happy couples, Martin.
I know, there were lots of joyful bits about starting life together too. But not all newlyweds are fresh-faced in their 20s, and thinking ahead is important. For you to take over the finances so you can actually be a signatory and sign bank accounts is a nightmare. You have to go through the Court of Protection. It can take 3 to 6 months. Are you nodding there? Have you been through this with family?
My mum and dad are 93.
Yes.
And my dad's just been dementia. And we're trying to get all the money sorted out. And it's a complete and utter nightmare.
Through the Court of Protection, are you trying?
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. The Court of Protection is expensive, takes time, and it's stressful.
It's horrendous.
But while it's not perfect, you can act now to ease the potential pain for your family. There's a thing called a lasting power of attorney. It effectively gives somebody permission to take over your finances if and when you lose your faculties, right? I am 42. I have a lasting power of attorney. I have signed one. People often think that means that you say, take over my finances. It doesn't. You can set it up to mean that others take control only when and if you lose your faculties. And I have trusted friends who will check that that is being done in a way that is fair. So it's something to consider. And this lady here, I'm sure you're wishing you had done it.
Julia's mum Winnie agreed to sign over power of attorney while she was still capable of making decisions.
It's often a huge relief. There's enough to cope with without worrying about money being locked away.
How's your mum doing?
She's well, but has the door deteriorating and needs 24-hour care now.
I caught up with mother and daughter at a dementia help group in Barnsley for a chat and a cup of tea.
It must be quite difficult because it's your mum who is normally in your life the one that's organised, the one that's got everything in order. This change has happened.
Yeah, she was a fantastic seamstress. She made my wedding dress. She could just make anything, and now she can't make a cup of tea even. It's too confusing. Jugs, teapots, sugar. She can't do it.
The Alzheimer's Society website has useful power of attorney information, and if you know what you're doing, there are forms online or self-help law packs in stationers.
Unless you are power of attorney, you have no voice, to have to try and go to a bank. They'll not speak to you. They don't want to know. My mum could probably have gone into Barnsley and drawing money out willy-nilly, for all I know. But at least having power of attorney, it's I've got the card, I've got, so she can't do that.
It costs up to £110 to apply for a lasting power of attorney. If you need help, go to a solicitor like Julia did. But that can be another £500 on top.
I think it came to about £600. I know it's a lot of money, but it isn't really.
Well, if you go to the Court of Protection, it would have cost you more, and that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Julia is now an evangelist for the cause. She's given her power of attorney to her 2 children, who are in their 20s.
For me at 53, my kids now know where all my bank accounts are, they know where my will is, they know everything, and I think you've got to know that.
Well, I think you're a great example to many people. I hope people listen to your lesson.
Well, I've got the Martin Lewis message, haven't I?
Quite right. You're completely on message. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you for coming.
thank you.
I'll give you a kiss if I'm allowed.
Oh, so